A couple days ago, New York unveiled the eighth wonder of the world, a portal to Ireland. Uh, Not so much like a Doctor Strange level portal or anything like that. It was basically just this live stream of New York and Ireland, and you could just look at each other through the screen. Kind of a novel, silly idea, I suppose, some harmless fun, but some ne'er-do-wells had other plans. They brought in some evil degeneracy, which I think everyone in the world could have seen coming.
Reports the project meant to bridge a gap between two continents is now causing some problems.
There's a portal to another dimension in the Flatiron District, except that dimension is Ireland and that portal is more like a live stream.
I guess they really expected everyone to just be upstanding citizens, like NPCs that'll just go through and wave like it's Roller Coaster Tycoon, and they just wave at each other and go about their day through the portal, which is super cute and how naive you must be to think that. In reality, though, this was only ever going to end one of two ways, with titties or with penis. And we chose the titty path. There are so many angles of this clip here, you could make a 360-degree video production out of it. In the full video, this one kind of cuts it off, she ends up putting her shirt down after getting no response from the people on the other side of the portal. The people in Dublin were not that impressed or that entertained. So she's like jumping around with her bare melons flopping around like it's an NVIDIA jiggle physics demonstration. And no one reacts in Dublin. They just look at her like she's some type of fucking extraterrestrial creature. So she just eventually sadly puts her shirt back down, and then the video ends. So she jumps around saying, "Do you like my potatoes, Dublin?" And I guess she was expecting people to go crazy like, "Wah! Ah, yeah, boobies, whoa!" But then was caught by surprise by getting complete crickets on the other side here. Now, the people in New York, they were laughing at it. They were having a great time with this event. But man, the people on the other side of the portal, they didn't give a shit at all. It is so fucking silly. And this ended up, well, this and a combination of other things that I'll show you in a minute, ended up getting the portal paused. But we know it's getting shut down. I don't think it's coming back. But you know what is coming back? The best goddamn merch the internet's ever seen. We've got brand new Moist Global merch here. So we've got a hat, we've got a hoodie. The hoodie is fucking extraordinary, by the way. We've also got a shirt, we've got some slides, we've also got a satchel, like a bag. We've got a whole lineup here of the best shit you'll ever find in your life. If you wear this entire outfit, like complete the entire ensemble here of this new Moist Global merch drop, it's like collecting all of the Infinity Stones. It's like getting all of the Millennium items in Yu-Gi-Oh! You just become unstoppable. I dare say that these are better than titties. So check them out at moistglobal.com.
This screen is a public art installation, one placed on the sidewalk of Manhattan and another in Dublin last week, funded by a private grant.
I think it's a really cool way to express human connection.
New Yorkers and Dubliners can watch each other live, waving, playing games, and even connecting with friends.
It all started with good intentions, and look where we ended up. Sometimes the most destructive forces come from the best of intentions, like in I Am Legend, for example. God bless. Point is, it started with just this idea that people would go through and just do like silly little stuff with strangers through this portal, and immediately on day one, it started being used for purposes it wasn't quite designed for. So people were showing some less than stellar videos to those in Dublin, as well as Dublin to those in New York. It wasn't just New Yorkers. It was just one of those things where people just saw an opportunity to do some dumb shit and did it. Like, this has happened a million times, and it's going to happen for as long as human beings exist on this plane of existence. It's just one of those things that's deeply ingrained in our DNA. Like, I'm shocked it even made it as long as it did before someone flashed their titties at it. I really thought that that would be one of the first things that would happen, but it actually had a pretty long run, to be honest. Now, I will say, if it did go the other route, if we had the alternate ending, the penis percentage, if we had wiener route, I think the narrative around this would be far different. Like, imagine I go up to the Dublin portal, and I drop trow, and I start, wiggling my cock around, And I'm like, do you like my almonds, Dublin? I lift up my shaft to showcase my scrotum and maybe like dribble it around a little bit. Because I don't have enormous balls or anything. They do look like some almonds that are in like a nice sack. Good shaft, less than optimal nut girth. But the point is, I feel like if I had done that, I'd be going to jail. I would be slapped with some pretty extreme labels as well. And I wouldn't be seeing the sunlight from outside the slammer for a long time, I imagine. But since it was boobies, it's being treated a little bit differently. Which, of course, I'm not over here like humbugging, like, we used to be a proper society, why can she show her honkers but I can't show my dick? It's not one of those things, it's just something I find interesting at the very least. It's all fun and games when it's titties, but the second a cock comes out, now it's serious. You know, just an observation, I suppose. But anyway, the lady responsible here for this incident is actually an infamous woman from a long since forgotten age, 2020. She is a cameo appearance here in 2024. She is actually the woman who went viral for licking airplane toilet seats. During the pandemic, she was licking airplane toilet seats as like a COVID statement or something. I actually don't even remember why she was licking toilet seats. But yeah, she was just licking toilet seats. And now you can see how much she's matured. You can see that she's gone through an evolution of her own into this beautiful butterfly who's gone from the toilet seat to boobies on a portal. And what's not to like about that character development, right? That's pretty cool.
But it hasn't been all fun and games. In the short time we were there, someone was holding up a derogatory sign. And at 5 o'clock, the screen turned off.
I'm surprised it lasted this long, honestly.
Viral of people flashing the screen and holding up disturbing images, with culprits at both ends of the ocean.
If we were to get pretentious for just a moment, I could argue that this art installation still served its initial purpose. It connected us in a way that few things have before. It has shown us that those in New York and those in Dublin are more alike than they are different. Both sides love to take the piss all the same. When the opportunity is presented to a human being, regardless of where they are in the ocean, they will take that opportunity to make the silliest shit out of it. And honestly, in a way, that's kind of wholesome, if you really stop and think about it. People in Dublin trolling those in New York trolling those in Dublin. I mean, Portal kind of did what it set out to do, to be fair. Now the lady behind the breasts is bragging about it. She's going on her own little press tour here talking about it, and she seems extremely pleased with how all of this has panned out for her. "I'm a hero," she added. And apparently it's been a very successful business move for her, because she claims she made around 8,000 euros in new subscribers to her OnlyFans after this event. She said, "Dublin showed New York City the Twin Towers, so it was only fair I showed them my Twin Towers to save our city from harassment." She's referring to another viral video where apparently someone was playing a video of 9/11 through the portal. The creator hopes that Irish guys will be tempted to buy her OnlyFans content, adding, "I've gotten thousands and made a lot of money because everyone wants to see what Dublin saw." So, I mean, it turned out to be a good business move for her, I guess. It boosted her OnlyFans performance. And, yeah, that's kind of where this is at right now. RIP to the portal, though. That's really about it. See ya.